Righteous children. I'm so excited to present to you a personal budget that you all can do for yourselves. It's going to be on an Excel sheet, and I have to thank Miss Natalie for letting me teach you guys this, and she's going to be giving you all the Excel sheet so you can do this at home on your own. But before I begin, I have two special guests for you guys to see that my husband is now going to bring on camera.
Here goes the first one.
This is Luna. She's our friendly cat. She loves to cuddle. She's very active. She loves to eat. She eats all the time. She'll let you pet her. She's really sweet. And when we ever get back in person, I'll bring my cats by to see you guys. And then her sister is Nova. My husband's bringing her now. This is Nova. She's a little shy. She doesn't like to be held. But if you hold her like a baby and rub just underneath her chin, she likes that. And she loves technology too. So you might see her pop up here sometimes. But without further ado, on to personal budgeting. So here I have made an Excel spreadsheet for you guys, just breaking down how you guys can start a personal budget. And it'll go for the entire year from January to December. Up here, you'll just see that you have your total income for the year, your total expenses, which means how much money you spend. And these are okay. They have formulas in them, so you don't have to touch them. All you have to do is plug in for these boxes, which I will go ahead and highlight for you guys before I send them off to Miss Natalie. So anywhere, any field that's in pink, you guys can go ahead and type a number in, okay? But if it's not highlighted in pink, you don't need to type anything, okay? Otherwise the formulas will get messed up. All right, so let's start with our annual savings goal. How much money do you want to save in a year, right? So let's say your big dream is to have $1,000 saved up, right? And we can reformat this. I'll reformat it for you guys, so when you get the sheet, you won't have to do it. We'll go up here, click that little dollar sign, and boom, we're all set. So this formula just lets us know that over the course of 12 months, we split $1,000 over the course of 12 months, which gives us every month you'll have to save $83.33, right? So this is our desired monthly savings goal, right? So every month we want to save $83.33 if by the end of the year we want $1,000. So here I have your actual monthly savings. So you might not hit this every month, but as long as at the end you balance it out and you hit your savings goal, that's what's important, right? So you don't have to touch this one because this one also has a calculation in it so that you guys can keep track. So as long as you're filling in everything in pink, at the end you'll know how much you saved every month, right? Okay, so let's get to it. Let's start with our income, right? So income can be any money that you get during the month, right? So let's say you have a job. You all probably don't have jobs right now, but let's, for the sake of this, say you do. Let's say you guys make $500 every month, right? Let me reformat this too. We're gonna say you guys make $500 every month from your job. You do have, well, some of you might have an allowance. It depends on how your parents are. But let's say every month your parents give you $10 in allowance, right? We'll drag that on down. Now you're at $510 every month. But you may once in a while get a gift, right? Okay, specifically in December when it's Christmas time. let's say your parents give you 100 and maybe a friend gives you 50. So let's say you get 150 as a gift in December, and then you also have a birthday. So maybe somebody gives you a nice birthday gift. Since my birthday's in September, I'll just go ahead and plug it in for September. Let's say somebody gives you $20 as a birthday gift, right? And then any extra money, let's say you get lucky, you're walking down the street one day, and let's say in July you find $50 on the ground. It's yours. You pick it up and you got $50, right? So these are just some helpful tabs to keep track of what your income is and where it's coming from so that you can allot your appropriate money, right? All right, so now your total row is all full of money, right? You really raked in the dough in December. So let's say, all right, so that's done. Income's done. Let's move on to our expenses, right? And none of you pay rent. I don't think any of you pay rent, so we're gonna go ahead and put 0. You're really lucky, but you know, your parents, that row would definitely be pretty hefty for them. So let's move on to food. Let's say you like to go out and eat with your friends a lot, right? I'm gonna say you guys spend $300 in food every month. A lot of you are probably like, no, I don't. There's no way I do that. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'm gonna say that you do that. You spend $300 a month on food, right? Utilities. Probably none of you are paying utilities. I think you're all pretty young, pretty lucky, living the life, living off your parents supporting your guardians. Phone, maybe some of you pay a phone bill. I'm gonna say $50 for a phone bill. Some can be higher, some can be lower, but we're gonna go with 50. Internet, you're also still living with your parents, so you're not paying internet. This is just a little heads up, guys. Like, life is expensive. So you guys are making out great. No rent, no utilities, no internet. This is a great time to think about savings. But let's say some of you guys like to play video games. Let's say you want to go up to the mall. You like to go shopping. You want to go see a movie with your friends. I'm going to say you guys maybe spend $75 here. Right? Okay, all the way up to your birthday and Christmas. In Christmas time, let's say you spend the rest of what's in your bank account, right? So you spend your whole paycheck. So your paycheck is $500, you pay $300 for food and $50 for your phone bill. So you'd have $150 remaining. Let's say you spend it all in Christmas, right? But on your birthday, maybe you like to take yourself out, you know? So instead of paying $75 like you typically would, just going out with friends, you do something special for your birthday, so maybe you end up spending $90, right? Okay, cool. So what happens? Now we have our total expenses for the entire year. Okay, and so now going up here, you can see that in total for the whole year, you made $6,340, and of that, you expended $5,190. So, a lot of you probably want to know, did you make your savings goal? So again, just to recap, your desired savings was $1,000. Your actual savings was $1,150. So you all have done great. You've done excellent, an excellent job. So on average, during the month, you would gain $528 and expend $432. So basically, your actual monthly savings is just the difference between your income and your expenses, right? So if you double click that, you'll see is basically your income subtracted from your expenses. Just to show you guys a little what would happen if you went over for the month. Let's say this month your parents were like, yep, you've got to pay the internet bill. Maybe they have a really, really fancy internet and it just costs a lot of money. Say it's $125 a month for them, right? You've gone over, so you made $510 in January, but you spent $550. So what happened? You lost $40 that month. You still made your savings goal though. And that's important to know because some months you might have to spend more than you want to, as long as you're making sure and you're keeping track that you recuperate those losses somewhere else during the year, like maybe on your birthday month because you got a little bit of extra money. Oh, you found $50 there. But on your birthday month, you got $20 extra. And so you ended up with $90 in savings. And then on Christmas, even though you spent extra money, you made sure that you still kept $160 for yourself. And that's really good. So this is just a good way for you to keep track of your finances. You can save this, and when you're older and you do get a job, this would be really helpful, a really good tool for you guys to use. But even now, if you get an allowance or if you ever get gifts, you can create a savings goal. And maybe you can start to do favors for your parents. Say, hey, Mom, can I cook you breakfast this morning? Would you mind paying me $5 for it? I have a savings goal. Present to her your budget and your plan, and she might honor it and start giving you an allowance. Tell her, Teacher Allison says, allowances are good and they help people manage money. So I can be your scapegoat for you all to get an allowance. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, I would be more than happy to do a part 2. If you tell Miss Natalie that you guys want another budget class, I'd be more than happy to come on and help you guys with it. Until then, stay safe, and I can't wait till branches can see you all again in person.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Yes, subscribe. We'll see you next time.